All right, good morning. We got the morning intel brief. Today is Friday, January the 9th, 2026. Donald Trump is the president of the United States, probably the greatest president right now. And I would say greatest president in my lifetime. But what we're seeing over the last couple of days, it's only intensifying. And I really want to ask the question at the beginning of this video because I want to see some of the comments that is coming from the chat. When you look at what's happening in these cities, does any of this feel organic or does it look coordinated? I want to know which side you're on because someone is paying for this chaos. Just my opinion, my perspective. I'm not trying to sway you or paint you in any quarter, but it doesn't feel random. This feels coordinated. And yesterday, I'm a submarine guy. I believe J.D. Vance launched an absolute truth nuke. J.D. Vance had a press conference there in the White House briefing room, and he said they're going to track down who's funding it, who's organizing it, and why these flashpoints are lighting up across America at the exact same time with the same tactics and the same targets. To me, now that's just my opinion, this doesn't happen by accident. And from an operations standpoint, this looks a lot less like an organic protest and a lot more like a planned campaign. Money for travel, legal support ready to go. They got lawyers on hot standby. And all the messaging seems to be aligned to the city. Right? I mean, that's the way it looks to me, and I'm an idiot. But that takes funding, logistics, intent, and some level of coordination. I don't know how much, but this seems like my opinion, and I'm an expert on my opinion. It just seems too convenient. And if they start actually following the money, and it leads back to political groups, if it leads back to NGOs, if it leads back to foreign interest, like Al-Shabaab, the money going all to Somalia, that's when Trump's so-called nuclear option, which in two other words, Insurrection Act, stops being a hypothetical and becomes a real decision on the table. Now, I really don't want the president to have to do it, but he may have to. He might be out of options. I spent 20 years in the Navy watching and being a part of how real operations got planned and executed. And this morning, we're going to break down all of this like an operation. Who would have the motive, the means, and the money to coordinate this? Because what J.D. Vance is signaling with the threat to track them down and how all of that shapes whether Trump ultimately pulls the Insurrection Act trigger or not, that's interesting to me. And I want to show you some stuff this morning. We might take some phone calls if that's something you're interested in. But let me know in the chat, who is behind this? I don't know if we're going to be able to find out in today's show, but we're getting close because there have been little nuggets of information revealed. Little nuggets of information are starting to trickle out. And I believe some of these morons that are doing this, I think they're going to sing like pigeons. I think they will absolutely start singing. But when you're seeing multiple nights, same targets, it's really not random anymore, okay? Let me show you this first one here. This is interesting. This is coming from Nick Sorter. He's up in Minnesota. He posted this video of Laura Ingraham. And Laura might have just opened the bag on the whole damn playbook. She might have just revealed everything by accident.
Shame! Shame!
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now! Shame!
Did you hear that? Do you have a job?
Job?
Shame! Shame! I'm getting paid right now! Shame!
I'm getting paid right now. Multiple cities, same nights, same targets, courthouses, police, campaign offices, key infrastructure. Are you starting to understand this? She admits she's being paid to do this.
Paid right now! Shame! Shame!
And Laura's like, we got it on tape. We got it on tape. Let's go here. This is JD Vance. Listen to the Marine, the devil dog.
Vice President, thank you. You said earlier that there's a left-wing network to attack, to dox, to assault, and make it impossible for ICE officers to do their job. You told my colleague just now that there's an investigation going on into that network.
Yep.
So if everything that you say is true, how does being part of that network justify being shot?
Well, being part of the network doesn't justify being shot, but ramming an ICE officer with your car, that's what justifies being shot. It's not a good thing, by the way, but when you force somebody to engage in self-defense.
JD Vance, Vice President of the United States, he's one heartbeat away from being the president. He said, if you ram an ICE officer, you deserve to be shot. That's kind of my opinion. Kind of my opinion. I don't know what your opinion is. Maybe you're scared. Maybe this intimidates you, but it sounds right.
Defense. It's almost a preposterous question. I'm not saying that funding some of this stuff justifies capital punishment. Nobody would suggest that. The reason this woman is dead is because she tried to ram somebody with her car and that guy acted in self-defense. That is why she lost her life. And that is the tragedy. Now, there may be other violations of the law and other penalties that are associated with those violations of the law. For example, if you are funding violence against our law enforcement officers, I'm not a prosecutor. My guess is that's not the sort of thing that earns capital punishment, but it should sure as hell earn you a few years in prison if you're funding this violence. The Vice President of the United States just said it's going to earn you time in prison. Officers, I'm not a prosecutor. My guess is that's not the sort of thing that earns capital punishment, but it should sure as hell earn you a few years in prison if you're funding the effort to try to assault our law enforcement officers. What is, I'm sorry, guys, what's going on here? You guys are meant to report the truth. How have you let yourself become agents of propaganda of a radical fringe that's making it harder for us to enforce our laws? You just asked me a question that presumed that the reason why this woman died is because she was engaged in legitimate protest. She tried to run somebody over with her car, and the guy defended himself when that happened. Next question.
This was shown on CNN. This was shown on CNN. Can you imagine all of the Karens, all the blue-haired people with rings in their noses? What are those called? Septum rings. Can you imagine all the people with septum rings watching that? Damn. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, the reporter, I think the reporter just had the truth nuke dropped on them. Now, I'm already seeing some comments in the chat. Hold up, let me grab this. If you put something in the chat, I will use it against you. Here we go. Trump said, POTUS should have already done it. USA had been invaded and the damage is beyond repair. So if it's beyond repair, what would be the point of him doing it now? It sounds like a little bit of a black pill comment there. I don't know. That's just what it sounds like to me. But if you do say stuff like this, it can be perceived as negative. I hope it's not. I hope it's not negative, because I'm done with the negativity stuff. We have already, we're at the point right now where there's just too much negativity going on. And I believe what we need to do is focus on some of the wins. I'm all about some of the wins right now. Listen to this.
Endless complaining, then just don't watch the show. It's okay. Like, this is a constitutional republic. You're not obligated to listen to my show. Justin, what was the line on the air with Jim? It's not a freaking airport, man. You don't have to announce your departure. Like, you get these black pillars. The thing about black pillars, where everything sucks all the time, is They're like, well, we're demanding accountability, but you're not. Great, so am I. You're endlessly complaining about things you don't know anything about. Like, that's all you do. Like, he'll shut down the border, 10 people across a month. Why wasn't it 0?
I am so in on this entire freaking thing of I'm tired of the constant negativity. Just take a win every now and then. Just every now and then, take a win. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with just enjoying the whole idea that we are actually accomplishing some shit? What is wrong with, sorry for the language. I know I'm probably on the TV in some of your rooms, in your living rooms or whatever. I'm sorry for the language. My apologies. I'm going to try so much better to not swear on the channel. I'm going to try. I am going to try. Okay. Let's go here. Talk about some wins. These are major moves that are happening. Listen to this.
Look, this is an outrage. President Trump is outraged. I'm outraged. The whole administration is outraged. And we are here to follow the money because that's what Treasury does. We have done that for years. We did it with the mafia. We have done it with the cartels. And now we are going to do it with these Somali fraudsters. And Treasury has something called FinCEN, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, and we are coming in, tomorrow we are announcing that 4 investigations into money service businesses that we believe may have wired money out of the country, a lot of the ill-gotten, stolen money over to the Middle East, over to Somalia. We'll see where that's going. So we're announcing investigations into 4 of those money service businesses.
So Scott Bessent is in St. Paul, Minnesota. This was last night. He said they're implementing new programs to track money that is leaving the United States. They are lowering the amount. Listen to this. This is a huge win. I can't wait for somebody in the chat to say, well, they could have done this a year ago. Nobody's going to get arrested. Nobody's going to get arrested. I just can't deal with that.
Businesses, we are going to put in what we call a geographical targeting order. So there's something called a suspicious activity report. If a certain amount of money gets wired
$10,000, right?
So we're lowering that to $3,000.
Oh, good.
And we're also targeting the 2 counties here. And we're going to do.
Oh, here we go. We got one. I got one. Was a win funding Obamacare for another 3 years at the current cost? Phyllis, I don't have anything to do with that. Congress. Go complain to them, Phyllis. And let me ask you a question. Phyllis, let me just ask one question here. I always like to ask some good questions in the chat. Let me ask Phyllis a little question. Phyllis, what have you done? Have you called your congressperson? What have you done, Phyllis? There we go. I don't mind putting the shit back on the people that are complaining. I really don't. It doesn't bother me a bit.
Enhanced surveillance. And from now on, anyone who wires money out from one of these money service businesses has to check a box saying whether they are on public assistance. And if you are on public assistance, we are going to start pushing that you cannot wire money out of the country.
Oh, gosh.
If you're on welfare, food stamps, EBT, or any of the other shit, you can't wire money out of the country. Do you know what that will do? The people that are here that are on welfare, food stamps, all this other shit, they can't send money back to Consuela and the 17 Bambinos. They can't send money to Ilhan's brother. And I don't even know what the kid's called. If you married your brother and you have a kid, are you giving birth to cousins or nieces or nephews? I don't know what the hell you're giving birth to, but Ilhan can't send her cousins or whatever any more money. Who sang the song, I'm My Own Grandpa? Was that Ray Stevens? Ray Stevens would be very proud right now. Ray Stevens would be extremely proud.
So what if they lie and they don't tell us for public assistance?
Well, then
That's a crime, lying on a federal form.
We're going to follow it up, and we are going to push that you can no longer do that. The American people, our generosity has been taken advantage of.
Our generosity is funding al-Shabaab, an Iranian interest it could be.
Well, the money.
I mean, this is really bad.
The money is supposed to go for alleged asylum seekers and their families and children. And if you are wiring the money out of the country, one of two things must be true. You are getting too much money and your benefits should be cut, or you are part of this conspiracy. Where did that money come from?
If you are wiring money out of the country, you are getting too much money. I love it. Man, I love this. And I love we have so many people rage watching right now. They're like, there was a problem in 2016. He should have done it then. I love the rage watchers. Bring the hate. Bring the hate here. I love it. I don't care. I love that you get up this early in the morning, this upset, this angry, this. I've got to be very careful what I say here. I just think it's amazing that people love to like rage watch. Man, I love it. Oh, I'm so offended. Tater Bites, let me give it to you.
Tater Bites, amazing.
That's a good comment. Oh, I'm so offended. Clutch the pearls. Oh boy, people just don't know how to take a win. They don't understand. They don't understand. Multiple cities, same night, same targets, courthouse, police stations, all this stuff is happening, right? And now Trump says, let's send in Scott Bessent. Let's send in, I think he's like the Mandalorian. And I'm not a big Disney fan, but I was a Star Wars fan before Star Wars went to Disney. And Mandalorian was this hitman. He was a bounty hunter. And I feel like Scott Bessent's a bounty hunter. If there is a penny of fraud happening, he's going to find it. He's going to find it. And it's amazing to watch. But for all the hate watchers, just keep up with the anger and the hate. I love this. Wait, here we go. Somebody said they're so offended. Joe, I'm so offended. I'm offended at being offended. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Joe is one of the moderators on here. And thank you, Joe. Okay. Return of Isaac. Ben used to say question everything and everyone. Now you basically say if we question anything about Trump, we're woke right. I'm not saying you're woke right. I'm not. And I mean, if you are woke right, good luck, because that's coming to an end very quickly. Very, very. Oh, here we go. Ben gets very upset and easily blocks people. Ben is a very weak-skinned American veteran. Thank you for getting up this early and trolling. I love trolls. If I was weak-skinned, do you think I would get up every morning and grab a camera and talk to 2,500, 3,000 people I don't know? Nice try. Nice try. I love the effort there. Love the low-tiered effort. Good work. Let's go here.
I'm not interested in the moment that everybody is focusing on. I think that is the mistake that we always make, is that we come upon something and we focus on the moment. But we don't ask, how did we get George Floyd? How did we get Butler, Pennsylvania? How did we get Charlie Kirk? There's a whole series of events that get you here. The deliberate mistake the media makes is they ignore what leads to the moment so they can seize the moment to create a narrative. You have a city on edge because that is the desired effect. The key word here, and it always is chaos, because chaos is what is desired. Okay, you want to see how we got here? Most of us know how we got here. There was a migrant crisis that was deliberately encouraged by our politicians for reasons that were financial and political.
During Obama, during Biden.
Went crazy. Trump wins. We bring in ICE agents to fix this problem. They are villainized because they are fixing the problem. We have politicians and activists demonizing people trying to do their jobs with protesters and rioters around to sow chaos. And they are organized and they are sponsored and paid for. The desired effect is this. They want this. This is a success. Do not be fooled by their emotion. This is how they do it. What do you expect? You amplify a directive that is designed to do one thing, which then becomes the rallying cry for more chaos. You get the new Michael Brown, the new George Floyd, the new Kent State. And this will be felt in cities wherever there is a progressive mayor. Getting Mamdani in or whatever progressive mayor you got, it's not about the policies that I'm worried about. It's about the side they take when the rubber hits the road. What side do they take when people start looting? We knew what happened in New York with, what's his face? I can't even remember his name. Frankenstein, yeah. So the downside of progressive mayors, besides their complete ineptitude, is that they will always fan the flames of chaos because
they will always fan the flames of chaos. I put a poll in the chat. And I would love to get your opinion on this because this is where I'm kind of on my perspective. Do you think Trump wants to use the Insurrection Act? I don't think he wants to. Donald Trump is all about states' rights. He is all about states' rights. And he may be forced to use it. I don't think he wants to use it. I believe he wants governors, mayors, state I believe he wants the people in charge. He is all about giving the rights back to the states. I don't think he wants to use this. I really don't. I think he might be forced to, but I don't think that he wants to. That's just my opinion. That is just my opinion, and I would love to get your opinion on this. But I think wanting to and being forced to are two very different things. Very different things. That's just my opinion. And you can take that with a grain of salt. It's up to you. Now, Donald Trump came out last night with a post on True Social. You know my opinion on True Social. He uses it because then the mainstream media has to advertise it. He is going to sign an executive order to get rid of mail-in ballots. Now, we know a liberal judge is going to step in, but that's going to key a couple of dominoes that are going to fall. He is also going to sign an executive order to get rid of voting machines. This is also going to trigger another liberal judge. And what this does, the people are almost voluntarily showing how corrupt they are. Somebody just made a good comment. Mark Whitener, they're forcing his hand. I agree with that, Mark. That's a boom shakalaka right there.
Amen.
They're forcing his hand.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
I believe they are absolutely forcing his hand. It's just the way it is right now. And I believe they're forcing his hand with the Insurrection Act. Now, another thing is, J.D. Vance brings this up. This is all fuel to the fire.
If the Democrats do win the midterms, is Trump getting impeached again?
I'm sure he'll get impeached. Look, they have nothing to actually run on or govern on. Their entire obsessive focus of that party is they hate Donald Trump. So if they ever get power, are they going to lower Americans' taxes? No. Are they going to make your life more affordable? No. Are they going to solve the crime crisis? No. What they're going to do is they're going to spend all their time and all of your money trying to get Donald Trump. I think it's ridiculous. That's what they're running on. But the American people are going to make this determination. I think the American people should vote for the people who want to make their life more affordable and want to make their neighborhoods safer. That's what we're trying to deliver every single day.
If the Democrats...
J.D. Vance says if they win the midterms, they're going to impeach him. Super chat from Trevor. Thank you so much. $10 super chat from Trevor. Super chat from Nathan. Go home to mommy. Mommy will tuck you in. By the way, mommy voted for Trump. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, we got one. You know, I don't even think I'll show that comment. It just says, truth is far from rage. F-boy. Oh, let's show it. Truth is far from rage. F-boy. Thank you so much for the $5 Rage Chat. Thank you so much. Let's give a shout out to the Rage Chat.
Amen.
Rage Chat. Thank you.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Rage Chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Really do. Love the Rage Chats. That will help me buy some dog food for a service connected disabled veteran. I use a lot of the money from super chats and memberships to help veterans. So even the Rage Chats are appreciated. Thank you so much, Trump said. Really appreciate that. You should be really proud of yourself. Thank you so much. And I am proud of you. Let's go here. McDonald's restaurants in Minneapolis area are posting signs denying access to the police and immigration officers. And it gives the addresses to all of the McDonald's around there. Look at that. Right? No ICE access in this business. That's why I ask for ICE everywhere I go. No matter what, I ask for double ICE. If you attempt to enter this business without a valid judicial warrant, you'll be asked to leave. If you present a judicial warrant, please notify management. How many Somalians are actually working in McDonald's? Probably not many, but enough that McDonald's is banning them. Damn, this is crazy, guys. Let's see here. This is so good here. This is the same thing for the black pill people. Black pill people, buckle up. Here we go.
If things that put America first happen to align with Trump's feeling good about himself, so what? What would you prefer, the modern progressive model where domestic policy reflects the loathing they have for their home country? Remember, a Democrat feels good when they can point out the bad in America. Trump's success has broken everything they've ever believed in. He's in nobody's box. Instead, he frames every challenge with, how can we make this work for us? Not how we can punish our country for being irredeemably racist. That's quite a difference. And Jen can't wrap her little red head around it, which is why it's so rich watching her play the shrink.
That's the circle. Is she the circle back girl? I think she was the circle back girl. Cool freedom patriot. He said it in his inauguration 2016, sorry. I'm giving power back to the people. I agree with that. I believe that's why Trump doesn't want to use the Insurrection Act. He wants the governors, he wants the mayors, he wants the chiefs of police to take some of the, initiative themselves. Trump is not going to be here forever. He's trying to train some other people to start taking care of themselves, right? It's weird. Here we go. Bull of the Woods. My son just got back from Tokyo. Did not see homelessness anywhere. Tokyo is the largest or one of the largest cities in the world. Clean, organized, he said. Culture is the answer. Meanwhile, New York City elects a socialist. You gotta love that one too, right? We still haven't seen what exactly is going to happen there, but it's going to get interesting. It is going to get interesting there. Let's go here. We've got some other amazing stuff that's happening that mainstream news is not really talking about either, which I find odd because this could bring some peace in the Middle East. Iran protests escalate with nationwide demonstrations despite an internet blackout. Jan, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. We'll get to all the supers. I really appreciate that. Protest erupted across Iran. 12th day of unrest. 12 days of Iran. That would be a hell of a song. Man, great. I'm glad to see this. Let them tear their own dictators out of those offices. Let's see here. GOP lawmakers call on Trump to arrest Waltz after governor warns of National Guard move. Yeah, Tim Walz is cooked. Really cooked. The suspicious activity report, we talked about that. Here we go. This is another thing I voted for. I can't wait for someone in the chat to use their black pill for this one.
A lot of very bad things, but he was a big drug pusher. You see that because all the boats that we shot down, they came out of Venezuela. A lot of drugs. There's a lot of boats and a lot of drugs. There are very few boats operating right now. There's almost no boats. You can't find any boats.
I don't think anyone would go fishing in those
Not a
waters.
lot of people want to go fishing anymore. But we've knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by water. And we are going to start now hitting land with regard to the cartels. The cartels are running Mexico. It's very, very sad to watch and see what's happened to that country. But the cartels are running, and they're killing 250, 300,000 people in our country every single year. The drugs, it's horrible. It's devastated families. You know, you lose a child or a parent. I mean, parents are dying, too, with drugs. So we've done a really good job. We're knocking it down. The numbers are really getting to be a lot of very bad things, but
Let me ask you this. So Donald Trump just said that he's going to use land strikes against cartels, specifically mentions Mexico. I think the supreme burrito is about to hit the fan. And here's the picture of a front of a B-52. Feed me, Sinaloa. Feed me. I love this. Oh, great comment, Nathan. Black pill is for white guilt. Oh, I've got to give you this.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
I love it.
Wake up, America.
Wake up, America. Black pill, white guilt. I love that comment. Look at this one. For my next trick, I will get Democrats to defend a communist drug lord. Yeah. That happened. That literally happened. Man, what a great comment, Nathan. I haven't thought about it like that. Mexico needs a few new craters. True. Oh, B2, not B52. Sorry. B2. Thank you. QC Politics. Sorry. Submarine guy. We didn't get to see a lot of airplanes. And being a redneck from lower Alabama, I just looked at the sky and said, airplane, airplane. But we've got to always never forget the Democrats are about to turn this one direction.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Think of the children. The Democrats are going to pivot to think of the children very quickly. The same children that they try to not allow to become children when they park a Planned Parenthood bus outside of their rallies. Let me ask you this. We got any law enforcement in the chat? Do we have any law enforcement, any retired police officers, former police, current police? Because what we're seeing right now in Philadelphia, Nathan, thank you so much. The plane being a B-2 didn't register on Ben's radar. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm not an airplane guy. I'm not an airplane guy. I can identify a submarine. I can identify a lot of submarines. But thank you so much. Appreciate that. And we're flying here. We're cooking with Sizzline. And if you're old enough to remember Sizzline and you ate it and you did not die of cancer, thank you for watching the show.
Good afternoon. I'm Rochelle Bilal, the sheriff for the city and county of Philadelphia. And I say her name, Renee Good.
Oh, right.
Renee Good.
Renee Good.
Renee Good. Renee Good. This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that
this is the mayor, or sorry, not mayor, chief of police, Philadelphia. She said the assailant's name 3 times. Remember when they would say, George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd. Now it's Renee Good, Renee Good, Renee Good. We should not be here today, right? We should not be here today. You're right. She probably shouldn't have parked her car in front of ICE blocking the road and then trying to run one over.
law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made-up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States.
Gestapo.
Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. None.
Right, right.
Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crime, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Krasner, who say he's going to lock them up. And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away for them to hide you.
So they're going to arrest ICE agents. They're going to take your mask off. They are not going to whisk you away. They're probably going to put you outside of the police station so that you're allowed to be attacked. That's kind of what I'm seeing right here. This is Chief of Police, Philadelphia Sheriff. Oh, sorry, not Chief of Police, Sheriff. Philadelphia Sheriff. Rochelle Bilal invoked say her name. Remember that? Say her name. Called ICE agents fake law enforcement. Is that what you voted for? Is that what you voted for? If you're in Philadelphia, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bovine scatology. I believe that translate in redneck. Let's translate this out of West by God, Virginia to bullshit. I love it, Asphalt Man. Let me give Asphalt Man a nice little let's give him a good
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Interpretive dance. Laugh out loud. You can't arrest ICE agents. Well, they're going to try, aren't they? And I believe that she is I mean, let's go back here. We need a visual whenever we see her face. Let's just give her one of these.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
I believe she is really dumb. James Brown lives. Oh, that's wow. I say arrest her. Arrest her. Right? Put her in there with Maduro. Why not? I really wasn't prepared for this, but let's just DEI, stupid people in charge. I saw that. Trump needs to use, I can't say that word, but that's a hell of a comment. I'm just not allowed to say that on YouTube's health and safety chat in the morning. Let's take some phone calls. We got any law enforcement want to call in and weigh in on that Sheriff Felicia? I don't know what her name was. I don't really care. Sounds like a man. Yeah, possibly. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. This is what a crash course in criminal justice looks like. Lord Spike. That's a great name. That is a great name.
Now let me see your war face.
Let me see your war face. Give me a call. 615-475-7864. Let's kick it off right here. First call of the day. Talk to me. What you got, brother? Where you calling from?
Hey, talking about Renee Good and that sheriff. I don't understand. You can clearly see in the video, she starts stomping on the gas. The tires are peeling out directly at the agent. The agent on the side of the car almost gets thrown to the ground. The agent in front of the car has their feet pushed backwards, which you can clearly see. Renee Good was a crazy lunatic who died just like a crazy lunatic does when they try to freaking impede law enforcement and run people over. What is this? This is like a coordinated attack against us with all these media outlets and all these leftist freaking sheriffs and freaking politicians.
I believe the
That's
Democrat.
all I got, brother.
The Democrat Party has incited this. They have led people down this road. And sadly, that's where we're at. I appreciate you calling.
No worries. We got to stand up. We got to get more media against them.
Take care. Appreciate you. There we go. What is the point of crawling through a garbage chute on a Navy ship? You guys are sick. Peter Pettigrew. I have no idea. I have no idea where that comment is even coming from. But let me grab a couple more calls here, man. The lines are lighting up. And there was something here that I wanted to show. Let me see if I can find this real quick. There was a great breakdown on all of this. The entire freaking thing was broken down pretty well. Line 2. Go ahead, line 2. Turn the audio down in the background. I'll hang up. Never mind. I'll just hang up on you. You'll learn. You'll learn. Call back when the audio's turned down. Let's go here. Line 2, go.
Hey.
Go right ahead. Yeah, let's talk. Go for it.
Hey, my name is Randy. I'm a disabled Army vet.
Good morning, Randy.
Did my service. I just have two things to say. Number one, the Somalia thing.
Uh-huh.
I was part of the 10th Mountain Division who went to Somalia when they were shooting down our helicopters, dragging our dead bodies across Mogadishu.
Really?
And when they kidnapped Durant. I don't hear a word or whisper. We spent billions of dollars going over there because we had to protect the food lines, and we ended up dying. 1,000 soldiers got malaria. It's gone. I don't hear anything. And these little pockets with this each cops, it is time for them to start. If they don't start arresting soon, I'm scared for my country.
I agree. I agree. I completely agree. I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service. Army veteran, not very happy with what's going on. Let me show you this. This was a breakdown that Tim Pool, him and I share a couple of mutual friends, and there is a part in this clip where he really covers exactly what's going on. I like Tim. I listen to a lot of people I don't agree with. And here we go.
That doesn't warrant shooting somebody. Agreed. Let's go back to the lie. Here's the officer. Here's the vehicle reversing. The officer is not in front of the vehicle. She reverses, and now he is in front of the vehicle. He initially is to the right of the vehicle. By all means, argue he should not have placed himself in this position. We're talking about seconds. Now watch this. The vehicle stops here. The wheels are pointed left. As you can see, the officer is standing right in front of the vehicle. Now watch this. Right there. You see the front tire? Watch the front tire right here. The wheels are pointed left, and she accelerates. The wheel spins out on ice. Then
I think he absolutely nailed it. I think he absolutely nailed it. Spinning the tires on the ice. Debbie Carroll says, thank you, caller. Appreciate you. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. Questions, comments, concerns, or maybe just cuss words. Well, keep the cuss words down. We're probably in the living rooms with a lot of people watching this morning. Here's one that you could absolutely cuss at.
And it's clear, look, I don't know, I don't think any governor in history has had to fight a war against the federal government every single day.
Well, I said this yesterday. We've never been at war with our federal government.
And it's clear, look,
front wheel drive got her. I think you're right. I think the front wheel drive sealed the deal. Ice saved ice. His number is bogus. Beware. Whose number's bogus? I don't know what that is. Gary 7. His number is bogus. Beware. I have no idea. 615-475-7864. Line 2 is open. Go for it, line 2.
Hello?
Yeah, go for it. What you got?
Hey, Ben. Okay, when that cop was grabbing that door, he said, get out of the vehicle. He gave her a lawful order.
Okay.
She turned the car. That guy was not in front of the car, and then he was, and the wheels were going straight at him, and then he shot. She's so wrong. Second of all, I hope none of our ICE people go over and go in on McDonald's. What would they do to that food?
Wow, that's a... You know, I think law enforcement already understands that aspect. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, they could be poisoning them.
I'm hoping that they have good caterers and people that love them that are doing this work, because they're trying to do this across the whole country. They're calling for all across the whole country. Get out there. Make a fuss. Get rid of the ICE agents. They're illegal. We want to kill them. They were calling for them to be, Kristi Noem to be hung in New York City yesterday.
That's right. I appreciate you calling.
This is Trudy over in Macedonia. I see you, and sometimes I just don't get in the chat because I'm doing other stuff.
Well, that's all right. Trudy, you take care. Stay out of trouble. God bless you. Have a great Friday.
Bye-bye.
Love you too. I ran into a lady last night at the grocery store, or not last night, 2 nights ago. Ran into a lady 2 nights ago at the grocery store, and she was like, hey, you do go grocery shopping. I'm like, yeah, I have to cook. And she was like so out of like, she was like, you're real. I'm like, yeah, I am pretty real. I've got to give a big shout out. Someone yesterday, I'm going to keep their name anonymous, sent me, I'm going to send some of these. I'm going to randomly mail these out. And I don't know, I haven't checked any of the numbers on these things, but somebody sent me a bunch of $2 bills. You see all the $2 bills? Somebody sent me a bunch of $2 bills. Apparently, if you check this serial number up here, wait, there it is right there, the green serial number, some of these are worth something, I guess. They could be worth thousands of dollars. I'm picking random members out of my membership list, and I'm going to send you a random $2 bill. Hopefully you win something. Whenever I was going through my gun safe last night, I found this. It's an autographed photo that I got from Tom Petty multiple years ago. I'm a big Tom Petty fan. Typically, my truck is jamming some Tom Petty. A cop of 13 years, never eat fast food in uniform. Damn, good point. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. The number is real. Somebody said the number was fake. No. Troll under the bridge. Go for it. What you got?
Hey, I found out yesterday that Renee Good is part of a group called Defender 612. They're a group that goes out and antagonizes and obstructs ICE and Central Border Patrol. They are a group funded by the Tide Foundation, and the Tide Foundation is owned by the Soros Group.
Damn. That's kind of disheartening. That is real. We're fighting an uphill battle. I'm not saying it's a useless battle. It's uphill. Appreciate you calling, Troll. Thank you. There we go. If you want to get in on the $2 bill giveaway, you got to be a member. Got to be a member. Bobby, Tennessee. Go for it, Bobby.
Hey, looks like the left finally got their martyr they've been looking for.
They got their new George.
May not be the right color for him, but... And number two, why does Tim Walsh keep saying no governor's ever fought the federal government? Doesn't he know history? The Civil War.
Yeah. Well,
you know, he's an idiot.
He doesn't understand history. He really doesn't. But he's about to turn Minneapolis into Fort Sumter. That's what I think.
Yeah. Yeah, then he's going to make history by being the biggest idiot of the 21st century.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Bobby, thank you for calling. Appreciate you. God bless you. This happened yesterday. U.S. Senate votes to advance the War Powers Resolution, reining in President Trump's actions on Venezuela. The White House confirmed this would be vetoed. So go to hell, Susan Collins. Go to hell, Josh Hawley. Go to hell, Lisa Murkowski. Go to hell again, Rand Paul. Go to hell, Todd Young. I am really pissed off about not Rand Paul. I'm always pissed about Rand Paul, but I've just accepted that he is he's a fake. Let's go here. Line 2. Where are you calling from, line 2? Line 2, go. The heavy breathing does not turn me on.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, go for it. Let's talk.
Oh, apologies. So I'm from Germany and heavy breathing. Anyways, so I got a quick question about this entire thing is why are the people obstructing justice not being arrested?
I think right now, ICE is overwhelmed. I don't think you could literally go logistically and arrest. I mean, typically you see 5 or 6 ICE agents. You see 200 protesters. 5 or 6 ICE agents, they're putting their life on the line just being there. And I believe that's where it's going to come into play, where Trump's hand is going to be forced because these governors and mayors are not actively helping. They're actually hindering. I think Trump is going to be forced to use the Insurrection Act. And let me ask you this one question, and you probably know this answer as well as I do. Before they would even get fingerprinted because of these no cash bail laws, they would be back in the protest line before they even got fingerprinted. You know that.
Yes. Yeah.
So
second thing, with the jails being overwhelmed,
mm-hmm.
why
why is the asylums not open? Because these people are crazy.
Ronald Reagan got rid of those. Ronald Reagan got rid of the asylums, and Ronald Reagan did two things wrong. He signed the first amnesty deal, and he got rid of insane asylums. Thank you for calling from Germany. Are you a military active duty over there? What's going on in Germany?
Active duty. Yep.
Active duty. Thank you for your service. I did a few weeks in K-Town, I think is where I was at. Kaiserslautern, I think is how you say it. Yeah. You take care.
Currently in Hohenfels working on helicopters.
Good for you. Thank you for your service. Bring you home safe. One vet to a active duty member. Appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Thank you. God bless you. Get home safe. America needs you back. Helicopter pilot or helicopter mechanic in Germany. We're reaching out everywhere. Somebody said all of them are getting kickbacks. You might be right. You might be right. It's got a lot of room in prison. If we could get rid of all the illegals out of the prisons, we would. Lines are open 615-475. You didn't expect somebody to call in from Germany, did you? I didn't either. Thank you for calling, man. That's amazing. Apparently, Border Patrol shot two Trinidad Araguas. Let me grab this clip here real quick, and then we'll grab a call after this. This is something I wasn't aware of. I wasn't watching Jesse. He's got the best hair on TV, though.
FBI on the scene in Portland, Oregon, where we just learned there's been another shooting involving Border Patrol agents in the wake of another ramming attack.
Good.
According to DHS, Border Patrol agents stopped a vehicle driven by an illegal alien from Venezuela who's a member of Tren de Aragua. The passenger, a woman, was affiliated with Tren de Aragua prostitution ring. And a
peaceful
recent shooting. When the officers tried to apprehend him, he, quote, weaponized his vehicle and tried to run them over. Fearing for his life.
Is that sounding familiar? Is this the new method? They're just going to use their vehicles as land torpedoes? Keith Martin, my wife made it to work. She said it's bad in Martinsburg, West Virginia. She worked in the Coast Guard office, federal building. Makes me worried with the protesters. I believe we're going to see more. We're going to see more protesting pop up. Let me turn those lines back on. 615-475-7864. SUV attacks. These Yank tanks, these Karen tanks, right? I mean, that's what it is. It's exactly what it is. Let's go here. Even CNN didn't mean to do this. Line 2. What you got, line 2?
Hey, bud. I'd like to talk to Ben about the situation that's going on.
You're talking to him. Let's go.
Hey, man. Hey, look. Our country has gone insane. I don't understand what people are thinking about. It's insane. We've got people coming over here taking advantage of us, and we don't see it. We intentionally deny ourselves. This is cognitive dissonance. That's really all I have to say.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much for your very insightful phone call. Thank you so much. Great call. Great call. I got to do this. I just saw somebody pop in that we need to talk about. Right freaking here. Biltong USA, one of my mods in there, King of Biltong. Where's King of Biltong? Hold up. Let me add King of Biltong. I thought he was a moderator. King of Biltong, moderator. Drop your link for this website in the chat. King of Biltong, longtime sponsor of the channel. He doesn't pay me. He sends me some biltong in the mail about every 2 weeks. I love the beef. I'm a beef guy right here. Biltong USA is the link. Check it out. He's African-American. King of Biltong, Anton, is African-American. And I'm going to tell you right now, this stuff is amazing. Look, you can get the Explorer pack. A pound of Angus, a pound of Wagyu, half pound of Peri Peri and Wagyu, half pound of drawers, and a half pound of Cabanassi. This stuff is absolutely amazing. There is nothing better than getting some beef in your teeth. I love it. Beef, the new reverse pyramid. Johnny Ballgame, where have you been at? I haven't seen you in a coon's age. Welcome back. Let me give Johnny. Let me give Johnny this. Johnny, show me. Johnny.
Now let me see your war face.
Show me your war face, Johnny. Show me your war face. I love this stuff. My daughter loves it. My wife loves it. My daughter takes it with her when she's working. She's a nurse. She takes it with her. Love it. TDS has reached stage 4 critical mass. Well, they're about to, I think we put them I think they need to go to Uranus. I think that's where they need to go. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. Let me know if this stuff is bothering you, which it's bothering me. Super chats. Let's get these. Patricia, $2 super chat. If you're a member on the channel, I'm sending these out, and these are crisp. These have never been in a stripper's butt. These have never been in a stripper's butthole or butt. These are all crisp. They don't smell like vanilla, which is exactly what most strip clubs smell like. Let's grab this guy knows a thing or two about a strip club. Retired Coast Guard veteran or Coast Guard veteran, Patriot Bruno. Talk to me. What you got, Bruno?
Good morning, brother. Good morning, Patriots. Hey, Ben, Troll Under the Bridge brought up that good woman. All right. She was also a part of what's called Ice Watch.
Ice Watch.
And part of the training was ramming people with their vehicles. They were told what to do and how to do it.
Are you serious? Is this real?
I saw it last night. I was like, what in the heck? It's like, you got to be kidding me. These people are literally, like you said, if it's Soros that's funding all this. Now, I know that there was something said a few months ago about warrants being drawn up and subpoenas on Soros. So hopefully something's going to happen. But yeah, this stuff is insane.
I'm looking right here at an article. I'm looking at an article right here. Renee Good Nicole was Minneapolis Ice Watch warrior. So now she's being heralded as a warrior. She is the Joan of Arc of Ice Watch. Wow.
Yep.
Holy freaking shit.
This thing is huge.
Wow. Man, I'm so glad that you guys in the chat bring this kind of information. This is they're a very lovely couple. Whatever. Nose rings always give it away. I didn't know this, and the chat is always much smarter than I am. And I really appreciate that, Bruno. Thank you so much, brother.
God bless you, brother. God bless your Patriots. Have a great day.
Semper Paratus. That's my Coast Guard boy right there. Bruno. Renee Nicole Good was Minneapolis Ice Watch warrior. Let me give Ross Weeks video super sticker from Ross Weeks. Let me give him the
Dive. Dive.
Since it was a Coast Guard vet, we had to drop something with the submarine type stuff. And Ross, thank you for the $20 super chat.
Okay, we are cooked.
They're cooked. The Democrat Party is absolutely cooked. And I think Ross, because of the $20 super chat.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Ross is the captain now. $20 super chat. Ross is the freaking captain now.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States. President Obama
is the anybody else when you see someone with a septum ring in their nose that's the first thing that comes to your mind? And the loudspeaker in the background? Yeah. So do me a favor. If you want to join the channel as a member, you get access to the Discord. I believe there are 50 $2 bills. And look at that, like how the camera even like highlights the, look at that, man. These are $50 $2 bills. These have never been in a stripper's butt. I'm going to send those out to random members. I'm sending those out. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Let's go open up the phone lines for just a few more calls here before I actually have to go earn my regular job. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. It didn't take long. Line 1. You got the prestigious line 1. Come on in, line 1. Turn the audio down in the background.
Ben.
Yep.
This is Bernard from Lake Apacong. I don't know if you remember you talking to me, but I had to make a comment today. You know, you've always heard the saying that one man can't make a difference. That's completely untrue, because look what Nick Shirley did. I've been watching this kid for the last couple of years, and he is as brave as he is intelligent. And, man, did he shake up the whole foundation of those Somali immigrants. They're going to be in a big hot bucket of water soon, because Trump's not playing around with them. What do you think?
You know, when anyone says that someone can't make a difference, they're lying. When anyone says, you know, and I am the subject of a lot of negativity because I get on here and I try to highlight the wins. And when I see all the negativity coming up or coming in, I realize that I'm over the target. When you get the most, you get the most return fire when you're over the target. That's what I think.
Absolutely. And that's how you know you're on the right track.
Yeah. I appreciate you calling, man. Thank you so much.
Have a great weekend, Ben.
You know, I listen on Fridays whenever I go into work. I listen to a song in my truck every Friday. And the song I listen to is by Don Williams. And Don Williams was an old country song crooner. And the song I listen to is, Lord, I Hope This Day Is Good. That's the song I listen to whenever I go into work on Fridays, because I want my Fridays to be good. And I can't play it here, but I'll bring up the lyrics. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling happy and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should, but Lord, I hope this day is good. And this is the song I listen to every freaking Friday driving to work, because I want Fridays to be good. And I want everybody's Friday to be good. And if you've never heard the song by Don Williams, Lord, I Hope This Day Is Good, listen to it. It is one of the songs that, in my opinion, brings some hope. It brings some inspiration. And I had oh man, it's one of the greatest songs ever written. I had the pleasure of hanging out with Don Williams around a swimming pool, and he passed away a few years ago. But it is one of my absolute favorite songs to bring a little bit of sunlight into a dark time. And right now, I believe that's exactly what America needs. I really do. Thank you for calling, brother.
Thank you very much for that, Ben, because I got that song queued up on YouTube. As soon as you're done with your broadcast, I'm going to be listening to it.
Don Williams, Lord, I Hope This Day Is Good. It is one of the best songs. You'll thank me later. God bless you. Great day. Thank you so much. Listen to that song. Man, it's one of the best songs, in my opinion, ever written. It is absolutely... I mean, look at some more of the lyrics. If you and I can't do it any justice because I'm not a singer. You've been the king since the dawn of time, and all that I'm asking is a little less crime. It might be hard for the devil to do, but it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord. I know I should, but Lord, I hope this day is good. It's a great, go and listen to it. Guys, I'm about to fire it up right now. I'm driving a 50-year-old pickup truck. That's what I drive to work a lot of the days. I've got another Toyota, kind of an old beat-up Toyota. But a lot of days, Josh Hawley, a little note to stop voting with Dems. Josh Hawley wrote a note. Josh Hawley, in my opinion, has totally screwed up. I think Josh Hawley is screwed up. Let's you know, I don't want to, but I will. I do want to. Let's take a couple more calls here. I've got probably 10 minutes. Let's grab a couple more cars. 615-475-7864. I almost gave you my phone number. There you go. Love Darwin Williams, saw him in North Carolina late in his career. I play that song, Should Do It, when on stage again next Sunday. Great song, Bobby. Fire it up. I think you've been on everyone. The left wants a communist state. I do believe that. I believe they're going to get exactly what they want. Paratrooper, talk to me, Paratrooper. What you got?
Coming in hot, buddy. Hey, you know what? They need a QRF on one of these major protests. They need to come in heavy and hard, and we need to see people taken away in handcuffs. We really need. Nobody of any significance has been arrested. We haven't seen any consequences, and that's where these people are so emboldened. You got a police officer standing right in front of the car. Car's 2 feet away from him, and she tries to run him down and pays the consequences. I don't want to see a bunch of people killed, but they need to come heavy-handed and show people that there are consequences for not following our laws.
Someone needs to be made an example out of. Is that what you're saying? There needs to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it would bring up the morale because us conservatives are just taking a beating and not seeing any consequences.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say that you're wrong. I really can't disagree with anything, and I don't want to because I want some examples made. I think Donald Trump has done everything he can to give the opportunity, the right, the power back to these states, and the states have refused to take the opportunity to protect their own people. And now Trump may very well have to use the Insurrection Act. And I don't want that to be forced, but I think he's out of options.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're 100% correct on that. But they look at our justice system right now, and it's a joke.
Yeah. I mean, they know that they can do anything and get away with it. And
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
It's really sad. It is really sad. But that's the way that they feel like, and until there's a F around and find out moment, nothing's going to change.
Yep.
Completely agree with you. Thank you for calling, Paratrooper. God bless you. And for those that heard him say QRF, military language, that is quick reaction force, rapid deployment. And that's what he's called for. I can't disagree with him. Let's see here. Oh, look at this. Would you look at this? Look at what the Democrats are now pushing. Okay, I want to show you two things. We've got to connect the dots here real quick. Lines are still open while we do this. So this is the ICE agent. Family man. ICE agent who opened fire on Renee. Opened fire. Yeah. He's a veteran, committed Christian, and tremendous father, husband, family. So they're doxing him right now, right? There's his wife. Look at what the Democrats are pushing right here. They're now pushing that he's got a migrant bride. What happened to all migrants were good? Wow. The paradigm is shifting. We have 3,000 people in the chat. Lines are open for 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. Love to take your opinions. Line 1, go right ahead, line 1. Line 1, go. The heavy breathing does not turn me on. Go for it.
Hey, I heard you talking about Reagan and asylums. I found some interesting stuff about one of the last order, like the last order that JFK had before he was assassinated, involved asylums, and I think it was related to because his sister was tragically affected and was lobotomized.
That's right.
Are you aware of that?
That's something I haven't thought about in years, but you're absolutely right.
No one mentions it. Yeah, it's just Reagan always gets the brunt of it, but yeah, it's just something that I just do some study. I just encourage everybody else to study that.
That is a very
I'm
good
from
point.
Kentucky, by the way, too.
What part of Kentucky?
But-
I got some family in Richmond and Irvin, Estill County.
Oh, no kidding. You're right on. Yeah, that's right by me. Yeah, I'm around Lexington. Yeah, I know everybody around here.
I've always heard if there was ever an emergency in Lexington for all the good people to get on 75 South and everybody else to get on the Parkway or whatever the Circle Road was.
I was taught about fault lines around here, and I'll tell you this too. We're just sitting above just a big hollow underground of limestone.
Yeah.
And I used to live next to the rock quarry down the way here, and and I tell you what, man, you could hear the whirring and mining going on all the time. But I wanted to bring that up though, because I keep hearing Reagan's name brought up with that constantly, and that was the last order as far as I know. But I encourage everybody else to just check that out. Hey, by the way, this is my first time checking out your show. I enjoyed it.
I appreciate it, man. Do me a favor today. Do me one favor today.
Up on my TV here.
Well, hit like, hit subscribe, and do me one other favor. This is a special request.
On a hill.
Special request.
All right.
Drink an Ale 81 for me. Drink an Ale 81.
Oh, I will. Yeah, it's better than a long neck, but I don't think they make those no more. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you for calling. We'll see you next time. God bless you. Getting lucky in Kentucky. I got some family up there. I wonder why the Republicans have not come out and condemned this behavior. Because half of the Republicans are rhinos. Half of them are rhinos. They're scared to do a damn thing. Guys, gals, girls, join the channel as a member. I have 50 crisp, never before been near a stripper's behind $2 bills I'm going to send out to members. If you become a member on the channel, you get access to a Discord server. It's nothing but patriots. Nothing but patriots. I'll show you here. Let's go. Discord server right here. It's just nothing but patriots. Everybody's in there talking and chatting and all this other stuff. And it's just a great group of people. Great group of people. And I really want to say thank you for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. We'll probably be back on in the next one. See you guys.